Hey y'all, it's Dr. Shamanda. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things mental health, personal finance, and overall strategies to live your best life. Alright guys, it is day 13. Day 13 of this 28-day money education challenge. I told y'all I'm showing up for y'all. Baby, your girl is sleepy, so I'm just gonna tell you right now. I'm sleepy, I'm ready to go to bed, but I have not let myself down. And I'm not gonna let y'all down. So today is day 13. If you're new here, I am a licensed mental health and addictions therapist based here in North Carolina. And in my private practice, I specialize with working with high achieving women who want or need to heal their relationship with money. Specifically, they deal with some codependency, setting boundaries, things of that sort. So if you're looking for a therapist, or if you're out of state and you need a financial or a mindset coach, check out my link in my website that's in my description. You'll see it. All right, guys, so let's get into it. So day 13, we are talking about when financial discipline becomes self-punishment, okay? Now, if you're new here, like I said, I'm a therapist, and on this channel, I like to talk about the intersection between money and mental health. It is very much connected. People don't want to admit that. Sometimes they don't know, but it's true. All right, hold on, y'all, because I forgot my mic.
Okay, there we go. Got to make sure you can hear me. All right, so, okay, let's talk about this. Number one, we're talking about discipline versus punishment. So, I have been on a personal finance journey for so many years, like so long, and it has helped me significantly. And I think that being a very frugal person, not necessarily cheap, but just very frugal, very disciplined, is definitely I owe that to my success. Like, I would not be successful financially or in any part of my life if I wasn't financially disciplined. But I will say that there comes a time when you can become super rigid and too disciplined. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. And so we have to ask ourselves, like, are we being disciplined or are we actually punishing ourselves? So discipline is like structure. It's value-based, right? Maybe it's like, I don't participate in debt because, the Bible talks about the slave is, what is it? Oh, Lord. The borrower is the slave to the lender. There we go. I knew I had it. Like, I told you I was sleepy. But anyway, maybe it's based on values. But it could be punishing when you start to operate your budgets or your finances out of guilt and shame. And it's like super harsh and rigid. Like, and we'll talk about this in another one. But it's like, I can't do something for myself. I can't treat myself because I don't deserve it or something like that. So you just have to be very mindful not to cross that line. The second one is this whole I don't deserve it mindset, right? Or even I deserve it, because it could go both ways, right? Maybe you feel like you have to do something. You have to, like, earn a certain degree or certificate before you can buy your house, because I got to work hard in order to actually deserve to live in a nice home. I need to work super hard before I deserve to drive in a car that's not breaking down every month. I need to work super hard and earn a bonus or something before I can take a vacation and take a break or take a PTO day. And I know this sounds crazy. You probably think, like, that's extreme, but it happens all the time. Matter of fact, I used to be that person. I'd be like, I'll take a break once I do X, Y, and Z. And that's not okay, right? You don't have to punish yourself or put yourself through this regimen before you can treat yourself or just enjoy the fruits of your labor, okay? So just be mindful of that, like, this whole I don't deserve mindset, or feeling like in order to actually enjoy something, you have to actually deserve it, okay? So basically not over restricting yourself, essentially. The third one is overcorrection after you make a mistake, right? So y'all know, if you're like on any parts involved in these budget videos or the personal finance community on YouTube or anything like that, y'all know what I'm talking about. People can be really hard on themselves if they don't make their budget numbers or their budget perfectly 1 month or 1 week, whatever. And so if they like mess up somehow, then it's like I'm going to overcorrect. So now it might be like, I'm going to go work 50 hours next week so that I can make up for the money that I spent, or I didn't plan for the HOA fees to come out next or this paycheck or whatever. So I'm not going to take the vacation that I said I was going to go on. Like, there's so many examples, but sometimes we overcorrect for or after making a mistake or having an oversight. Maybe now you're just cutting everything out of your budget instead of just being like, you know what, I'll pick this up next paycheck or whatever, right? Like, you're just cutting everything out. You're not having any joy, no margin, no room for error. You just out here just punishing yourself. No, ma'am, and no, sir. The fourth one, obviously, I'm going to talk about high achievers. So, high achievers are more vulnerable to this because we strive for excellence. It's just who we are. And I don't want to say that braggy, but that's just who we are. Like, it's not a bad thing to be a high achiever or be someone who likes and values success or doing things very well or operating out of excellence. That's not a negative thing. It's only a negative thing when it negatively impacts your life and your standard of living and the other people around you because you're so rigid and cheap and frugal. Of course, my phone died. But anyway, it's coming from a negative place, right? All right, number 5, last point I want to make is that in order to have sustainable discipline, we have to feel calm. We have to enjoy ourselves. We have to have more flexibility in our lives, right? We have to make room for error, right? Know that we're not perfect and we're going to make mistakes and things aren't perfect. Life isn't meant to be perfect. You're supposed to just enjoy yourself, right? And also just reminding yourself not to operate out of shame or guilt. And if anybody around you is trying to, project those feelings onto you or try to trigger you to feel those feelings, we might need to, set some boundaries and distance ourselves from those people in a healthy way. So that's what I want to talk about, the difference between, the financial discipline and punishing ourselves. Because sometimes we don't really notice the difference, but there is a difference. And if you want me to help you figure that out, if you're in North Carolina, hit me up. I'm available. If you are out of North Carolina, out of the state, I am willing and able to help you work through some of these things as well. All right, check out the link in my description and in my bio, and like this video, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys for day 14. And I'm gonna get some sleep. I'll see y'all later. Bye.